Today I got an email, and it was an 83-page deep dive report. Okay, that's something that my clients are very interested in. It's something I would sit down and love to read, but again, it's 83 pages. I don't have that kind of time. So here's how you can use ChatGPT to analyze that for you and give you some ideas really, really quick. Flip over here to ChatGPT. And as with anything, it's all about the prompt, okay? I'm going to navigate over here. I'm going to upload this document. Again, I just downloaded this from my email. This is going to go in. And again, like with any prompt, you want to tell ChatGPT what to act like, okay? And in this case, I was very, very specific. Act like an expert nonprofit fundraiser, 30 years of experience, specifically growing monthly and recurring giving programs for nonprofits, because that's what this report is solely focused on. So I'm just going to hit enter here and let it do its thing. Okay, so at this point it's done, and I'm just going to kind of scroll through here. At a glance, like, okay, this looks pretty interesting. This data looks like, you know, it's pulling stats directly from the report, which is good. I'm not going to just go tell ChatGPT a list of LinkedIn post ideas, okay? That would be way too soon. What I want to do next is feed it more information about my clients. And so I'm going to tell it in the next prompt. My ideal client is nonprofit executives and digital fundraisers working in large-scale U.S.-based nonprofits. Give me a list of the top 10 pain points that my clients face on a daily basis as it pertains to building and growing monthly giving programs, and then explain why this pain point exists below each one. Okay. Again, I'm forcing ChatGPT to dig deeper and think through this, because I want the content strategy that I put out on LinkedIn to be posts that solve problems. So we're going to do this, and we're also going to have this additional context of this 83-page report that was just put out. So I'm going to hit go on this. So here's what we have. At a glance, I'm looking at some of these pain points: donor retention, donor acquisition, data management. These are pretty right on. The next thing I'm going to do is give it a third prompt, and I'm going to tell it, give me a table of 20 LinkedIn post ideas. The post should come from the report analysis, but also take into consideration the pain points we just discussed. The posts need to be highly valuable and not salesy in any way. And I'm going to tell it, my goal is to build my personal brand, establish thought leadership in the space, helping keep me top of mind with prospects. And then I'm going to tell it to format this table. Column 1 is a row number. Column 2 is a LinkedIn post idea in the form of a catchy headline. The third column is going to be an outline of the post. The fourth one will be a post type, poll, image, text, whatever. And then I'm going to tell it in the fifth column, include the page number of the report from which this idea was sourced. Okay, and I'll show you why that's important in a minute. So I'm going to hit go on this. And again, now it's going to start creating these ideas based on the pain points that we talked about and based on this 83-page analysis. And just like that, within the last 2 or 3 minutes, I now have a list of 20 LinkedIn post ideas, and as I'm scrolling through here, I'm looking at, like, these are spot on. Okay, some of these headlines could be better. The outline could be, maybe a little bit more effective, but like these are really, really good ideas. And again, I didn't have to read 83 pages worth of content to get this. Now, let's say I wanted to write a post on number 10, okay, measuring impact, explain how to measure and communicate the impact of recurring donations. I would want to go to that report, and I would want to physically read page 34. Okay, I would want to read that page, make sure that I'm getting, all of the relevant insights for that before I actually go out and write the post. But let's say that I've done that, and I'm going to say, as the next prompt, I like post number 10. Give me a brief video script filmed selfie style with a length of 60 seconds max. Provide 3 tangible ways that nonprofits can measure and communicate the impact of this type of program to donors. Okay, the goal is for donors to understand why monthly giving is a good idea. Telling it, keep the tone conversational, not salesy or cheesy. Just be direct and packed with value. Start the script with a catchy phrase to grab attention in the form of a question. Okay, so that's how I've filmed videos in the past. I found that format works pretty well. So let's see what it's going to give me here. Also, I've learned that if you don't tell it selfie style, it's going to assume that you're filming like this big video production where you've got multiple takes and scenes. That's not the case here. Selfie style means I'm sitting in front of the camera. Super simple. So glancing at this, okay, as the opening line, hey there, ever wonder why monthly giving is such a game changer for nonprofits? Okay, not bad. And then as I read through this, I've got the main content. Going to show you 3 tangible ways nonprofits can measure and communicate. And looking through this, it looks pretty good. Okay, it's something I could go through and tweak for sure. And at this point, I would have a couple of options. I could take this script, load it into a free app. I like to use the teleprompter app for video. For iPhone, you can actually take this, make your changes, and just paste the script into the app and hit record, and it just will keep the script near the lens of the camera. You never lose eye contact with the audience. It looks and feels really natural. Again, this is just one way that you could get a single post created pretty quickly, and it's coming from an 83-page report that you didn't have time to dig into. It's also taking into account what AI knows about your audience, about the pain points they have in their business. So the next time you get a report that is much longer than you want to read and you're trying to get ideas for your LinkedIn posts, give this a try and let me know how it works.